I walked away, leaving Molly behind, knowing she was likely drowning in fear and confusion, desperately trying to piece together everything that had just fallen apart. But I couldn't stay, not with the weight of the truth crushing me. That night wasn't about demanding explanations or hearing her excuses. It was about taking my first real step toward reclaiming a life where she no longer belonged. Driving through the still streets, the cool night air slipped into the window, steadying me, while the hum of the engine dulled the storm inside my head. I needed distance, space to breathe, even a fragment of clarity. When I reached Gabriel's house, the warm glow of the porch light eased something deep inside me. The scent of lasagna drifted through the doorway, a comforting reminder of the steady kindness Gabriel and Rose had always offered me. They welcomed me as if they had been waiting all along. Gabriel greeted me with his usual wide smile, though I caught the concern flickering in his eyes. "Glad you came, Mason." "Make yourself comfortable," he said, clapping my shoulder with reassurance. Rose stepped forward, her expression gentle, her touch steady with unspoken understanding. "You look like you've been carrying too much," she murmured softly. "Sit. Eat." Their kindness nearly made me forget, at least for a moment, what I had just walked away from. Inside, I tried to steer the talk toward ordinary things. Gabriel's work, his team, the projects keeping him busy. For a little while, it felt almost normal, as though nothing was wrong. But the pressure in my chest couldn't be hidden forever. Eventually, the emotions I had buried clawed their way out. Rose noticed first. "You don't have to share," she said gently, leaning closer. "But if you want to, we'll listen." The tightness in my chest became unbearable. With trembling hands, I set my fork down, the metallic clink cutting through the silence. "It's Molly," I finally admitted, the words spilling out. "She's been unfaithful. Not just once, with more than one man." Gabriel froze, his cheerful demeanor vanishing in an instant. "Mason, I'm so sorry," he said, his voice heavy with sympathy. Rose reached across the table, laying her hand over mine, her eyes full of compassion. "That must be unbearable," she whispered. I swallowed hard, my throat tightening. "It's worse," I confessed. "It wasn't just anyone. It was Brad, my boss. Him, his son, his friends. I have proof. I've seen it. And knowing it, living with it, is destroying me." Gabriel's face darkened with fury. "Brad? I can't believe he'd sink that low." Rose's gaze softened even more as she asked, "Do you have anyone else you can lean on? Someone beyond us who can help you through this?" I shook my head, the loneliness pressing heavier than ever. "No, that's why I came here. I needed someone who might understand." Gabriel's voice steadied, filled with resolve. "Then you've got us. Whatever you need, whenever you're ready." Rose nodded gently. "And if you want to talk to a professional, I'll help you find the right person. You don't have to face this alone." Their words felt like a rope tossed to a drowning man. For the first time in a long while, I felt the faintest spark of hope. We talked late into the night, about the future, about new beginnings, about how to survive the wreckage of my marriage. The burden was still there, but I no longer felt like I had to carry it alone. When I returned home, silence engulfed the house. Molly was already asleep, the quiet pressing in around me, heavy and suffocating. I stood in the living room, staring at the fragments of a life we had built, wondering how everything had shattered so quickly. Finally, I lay down on the futon, staring at the ceiling, bracing myself for the confrontation I knew was coming. Morning arrived, and with it, the reckoning. Holding the proof of her betrayal in my hand, I faced her. My voice was cold and unyielding. "Brad wasn't the only one, was he? His son, his friends, how many? Did they take advantage of you? Or did you give yourself to them willingly?" Her face crumbled, tears spilling. "I don't know how it got this far," she whispered. "It started with Brad, and then I couldn't stop. I felt trapped, ashamed. I didn't know how to face you. Trapped." I snapped, fury rising. "No one forced you. Every choice was yours. Betrayal after betrayal, until nothing was left. And now you want pity?" She broke down completely, her sobs tearing through the room. "I know I destroyed everything. I know I don't deserve forgiveness. But I still love you. My hand slammed against the table, the sharp sound cutting through her cries. Don't you dare call that love. You don't destroy the person you love. You don't rip apart their trust and then whisper about shame. Love died the moment you chose Brad. Her sobs filled the silence. After a long pause, I steadied my voice, low and resolute. It's over, Molly. There's no fixing this. I'll be filing for divorce. We're finished. Her shoulders slumped, her words barely more than a whisper. What do you want me to do? You'll pack your things and leave before the papers arrive. I said firmly, stay out of my life, out of my home. You chose Brad and his circus. Go to them. You're free. Her body trembled as the words sank in. I'll go tomorrow, she murmured. I couldn't stand to look at her any longer. Turning away, my voice was flat, final. Good. The sooner, the better. And with that, I walked out, leaving her alone in the ruin she had created.